Today is April 17th, 2018, invoice number V4924. We are approximately 35 feet tall. We are video scanning the living room fireplace. Appears to be a 7x11 float. Proceeding down with video scan now. Now you're going to get a little bit of a glare, so it's kind of, yeah, it kind of messes it up a little bit because you really can't see super good, but we're going to get a pretty good idea on what's going on here. Now what we're doing is we're going to go to each section, and what we're going to
connect them basically.
Yes, sir. And what we're looking for is to see if any cement is missing or any gaps.
Was all that crap on there, like that's normal or no? The fact that it looks very rough like that, like it's rocky.
I mean, it's sloppiness.
Yeah.
You know, you want that.
So that's just the mason. Like,
yeah, that was supposed to. What they're supposed to do is stick their arm in as they work their way and just clean that up a little bit, you know, because that can create turbulence. But they figure, you know, out of sight.
You're gonna see it, sure.
Yeah, out of mind. I mean, not really the best way to look at it. It's killing me. You have a gap right here, and what that's called also is a stagger. So you can see how this piece comes out further than this piece. You want a nice smooth transition. I mean, staggers aren't the end of the world, but when there's a gap in between them, it poses
a gap there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, it's a little difficult to make out.
But probably not a big deal if I do the insert with the thing up top, right, or no?
Well, what they'll want you to do is fill that in.
And how do you do that?
We do a system called heat shield, and it's basically a resurfacing.
From here up?
Yes, sir. We send a big sponge down, and we pour a solution. We set up a crank up top. We pour that solution down this foam bell, and we crank it. As we crank, it pushes that solution, and it's designed to fill gaps just like so.
So you do like a whole inner layer almost?
Basically, it's just basically a parching of that whole entire, a skim coat, basically. You can, and there's tons of pictures on our website as well.
Okay.
Very neat and innovative product. Yeah, the gap's right there. So it's just.
How bad of a gap? Like, would you say that is like a decent one?
I mean, a gap is a gap, but I mean, it's not the hugest gap I've seen, but it's definitely something that may be a problem for you. Now, you may go the next 10, 20 years without incident. It's just one instance with half a dozen.
And how would I know there's a problem? Like, what would that mean?
Basically, what can happen is you could potentially be migrating smoke into an area. You may not be able to see that because it may be behind a wall, a spark, anything of that nature.
Gotcha. Right.
So it may be one of those things you may not notice until it's a full-blown issue.
Okay.
Oh, we got more here.
And that's what?
That's another gap.
Okay.
Right in between there.
Yeah.
you can see it more there.
Alright, gotcha.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Now, if we didn't have such a glare, we'd be able to make it out a million times better. But I pretty much see what we got going on here.
So,
There's another
do
gap.
you think there's ever been an animal in there? Like, there's no like scratch marks
No.
or weird shit? Like,
No, yeah, you would see droppings.
Yeah.
That's usually a dead giveaway.
okay.
But no claw marks, no feathers,
Yeah.
nothing out of that nature. You may have had the idea that there may have been rodents in here, because sometimes what the birds will do is they'll sit up top.
No, I haven't. I just want to make sure, like, before with the cat. I was wondering
No, you're clear.
where this was, like,
Yes, sir.
located with the trees, if they like, come over.
No, sir, you're clear in those terms, without a doubt. No droppings, no remnants, anything out of that nature.
Yeah. Great.
That glare is extremely pesky, though.
Have you seen a live animal with that camera?
We've seen bird's nest, with bird eggs. That's pretty much about it.
Okay.
But the fluid itself is pretty clear.
Okay.
We do have another gap right where the smoke chamber meets the flue. Smoke chamber is unpolished, brick is exposed. There are gaps in between.
Okay.
Recommend a heat shield and a smoke tight application be applied. Back of the firebox should be repointed by a professional mason. Gaps behind stone. Fascia should be cemented as well. Both sides and lintel area. That concludes the video scan for today.
What are those screws on the side?